Hello everyone, welcome you all in this session. Myself, Assistant Professor Ripal Gupta from LJ School of Law. Today we'll take the subject of law of contract and we are going to discuss on the topic of performance of contract. So now what is performance of contract? In literal sense, performance means to completion of task that you are performing. So performance of contract means when there are two party, promisor and promisee. Here a promiser promises something, promisee also acknowledge the promise and doing some act for promiser, and then when they perform their act, it is called performance of contract. So if I contract with you to teach you contract act and I complete my task, then it says performance of contract. So whenever there is one party fulfill all the application defined in the contract or task in the contract, and it becomes a performance of contract. So performance of contract defines under section 37 of Indian Contract Act and divided into two parts: actual performance and attempted performance. As I discussed earlier, actual performance means contract which discharge all its function, all its performance, all its duties and obligation. That is defined as actual performance, that you fulfill all the obligation of the contract, all the functions or performances of your contract. That becomes actual performance. Next is attempted performance. That means when promisor is or the performance is due. If promisor is about wants to finish his task, but promisee intervene there and stop him from performing his act, that becomes attempted performance. When he wants to perform the function, but promisee intervene and that person cannot obligate his duties, then it becomes attempted performance. So now we'll see the examples of attempted performance. So first is tender of the attempted is also known as a the attempted performance is also known as a tender in law of contract. So we'll discuss different kind of tenders where the attempted performance can be discussed. So first is tender of goods and services. Here the discharge of contract to deliver goods and services is completed when the goods and services are delivered to the promisee. But if that is not accepted by the promisee, then the offerer will discharge from his liability because he performed his function. If it is not accepted by the offeree, then offerer will be discharged from his liabilities. If I deliver goods to you, but if it is refused by you, then I complete my performance. So it is attempted performance that I finished. Now I am discharged from my functions. Second is tender of money. If the debtor has to pay certain money to the creditor and the debtor send the monies to the creditor and the creditor refused to accept it, over here debtor again offer a discharge from his liability because he sent the money to the creditor but he refused to accept it. So here again he make attempted performance, but it was interned by the other party, so here he will not be liable. Section 37 to 39 deals with the tender of performance. In that section 37 discussed about the parties to contract under the obligation to perform their functions. So under section 37 it says that the parties are under the obligation to perform their functions. So there is no tender kind of an exception kind of thing, but here the party has to perform the functions that they have agreed on. So according to section 37, even if the legal representative are liable to perform the contract. For example, A and B made a contract where A has to deliver certain goods to the B, but in certain situation A dies. So here A's representative are liable to deliver the goods to B. They have to perform the contract. So there must be a performance by the contract. If there is no party, the legal representative has to perform the contract. The contrary, if B dies, then his representative has to pay the money of the goods delivered to him by the A. So here both the parties have to perform the contract even by the legal representative. But there is again one exception when there is a contract is between the parties of some special personal skills. So you cannot enforce that contract after that person's death. So if I made a contract with the painter that if he paint a picture for me, then I'll pay him some money. But I even paid him some money for that contract. But in between the time he dies, I cannot enforce that contract because that contract what depends on his personal skills. I cannot enforce the same contract. So here his legal representative even cannot perform that contract because that contract depends on his personal skill. So this contract cannot be performed even after his death. So in this topic we have discussed about the performance concept. What is performance? And we discussed about section 37, which talks about the performance should be performed by the parties. If they are not performing, then the legal representative should perform it. And we have seen the different types of tenders that are comes under the attempted performance. So we have discussed about the concept of the performance, which is actual and attempted performance. Then we have discussed the section 37 of the act, which says about the actual, that parties are under the obligation to perform the contract, but it says that when there is personal skill, no legal representative can perform the contract. So it is about the section 37 and the concept of the performance of contract. Thank you.